Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Mrs. Stewart, and today I'm going to share with you how to make an English trifle. This is a very fresh, light dessert that's wonderful for summer. It makes a lot, so it's good for serving a big crowd. So if you have a big family, it's a perfect thing to make. And I'm going to show you one version today. There's lots of different ways you can make this. It's very versatile. There's a lot of different combinations. And I'm going to show you the way that I'm going to do it today, but I will give you lots of opportunities to make it in a little different way that's your own style. So for this, you're going to need fruit. I'm going to use strawberries and bananas today, and I'm also going to use an orange, and I'll show you what that is for. You're going to need some sort of a cake. I bought a chocolate cake, because that's the only cake that I could find that wasn't lemon or banana, and I don't think that my son would appreciate that, so I went with chocolate. You need some type of pudding. I used vanilla pudding. You can also get chocolate pudding or butterscotch or different flavors. You can make this yourself. You can make the cake yourself, but I decided to make it a lot easier on myself and just buy the cake already made, buy the pudding mix. I made that, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. And besides your fruit and your pudding, you need one more thing. And I'm waiting till the last second on this, so it stays really cold. And that is your whipped cream. I bought a can of whipped cream to make it easier on myself, but you can also buy heavy cream and whip that up, or you can buy a tub of Cool Whip. I couldn't find Cool Whip. I found this, so this is what I'm going to use. So we're going to layer those three things, or is that four things? Four things: cake, pudding, fruit, and whipped cream. And we're going to do that in this beautiful clear bowl. Well, it's not so beautiful now, but it will be. There are trifle bowls, and I have something that goes on here, but that's not going to fit in my fridge. So just like everything, I'm going to do things that work best for me. So you do what works best for you, the ingredients you can get your hands on, and the things that work best for your family. So let's get started. You're going to need a bowl, another bowl for your pudding. You'll need a bowl for your fruit to cut it up. You'll need a knife to cut your fruit and your bananas. You'll need a whisk to whip up the pudding. You will need a measuring cup to measure the milk for the pudding. And you'll need a cutting board. I think that's all the materials that you'll need. So let's get going. The first thing you need to do is wash your strawberries, or whatever fruit you're using. I have strawberries, and I take off the stem, and then I cut around the white part. That's called hulling the strawberry. And then I cut them in half, and sometimes in fourths if they were big pieces. And then I took an orange, I cut it in half, and I squeezed it over my strawberries. The strawberry box that I bought wasn't very sweet. And so I thought, well, I'll use my orange to help me out. I also took a little bit of the peel, and you can use a carrot peeler for that, or a lemon zester, and get a little bit of zest for that flavor. I have chocolate cake that I bought in cubes. And what I did was I cut each slice, like a normal size 1-inch slice, and then I cut that into 6 pieces. So I have a cube that's about 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch 6 times. With your pudding, you want to put the mix inside the bowl, and you measure with your milk 2 cups of milk, and then you whisk it up. And you do that for about 2 minutes, and then in 5 minutes, it's all set up and it's ready to use. So you also want to slice your bananas if you're using bananas, but you want to wait till the last second because they tend to brown. So you also need a spoon, which I forgot. You want to make sure you have everything you need before you start, but sometimes life happens and you forget. So you're going to take half of the pudding, put it in the bottom, and then I'm going to smooth it out just a bit. And my next layer is going to be my cake. And I'm going to use about half of my cake cubes. I don't want to touch them because my hands will get really chocolatey, but it's not the end of the world. Just make sure that before you start, you wash your hands really well. Okay, so now I'm gonna shake it up, try to flatten it out a little bit. It's not gonna be perfectly flat because it's food, but I wanna do my best. So the next layer I need is, and I need another spoon for this. How did I forget? My strawberries. And I'm gonna put about 1/3 of my strawberries that I have cut. Because I'm gonna save, even though I used half of the pudding, I wanna save 1/3 of my strawberries for the top. Or you can decide, if you wanna do half, then do some banana. So I was planning to do banana, but right now, I'm kind of feeling that I'm not even gonna use the banana. I think I'm liking the strawberry chocolate idea and not even use it. See, that's the thing when you're cooking. Sometimes you have to follow the recipe really carefully, but other times you can be more flexible. So now this part's really fun. Gotta shake it up really, really well. And I'm gonna put whipped cream on top of my berries in a pretty generous layer. Are the layers starting to form yet between the items? You can see it. Okay. So I think that looks good. And I'm gonna start again. I'm gonna kind of shake it, get it level. You might wanna watch this through to the end before you start. I guess I should have said that at the beginning, but it might be a little easier. So now I'm gonna spoon kind of carefully my next pudding layer, and I'm noticing something. Because my bowl is wider in the middle and it's more narrow at the bottom, my pudding layer doesn't go as far as it did on the bottom. So when you do it, that's something you might want to consider, is using a little less pudding, not half, but maybe a quarter at the bottom, because now it's not the end of the world. It never is. You can always fix if you make a mistake. But I'm just gonna smooth it out. Putting in whipped cream, it's not such a bad thing. Plus, it all goes together in the end anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to get the rest of my cake, and I'm gonna sprinkle it carefully. My friend who makes this recipe, she likes to use angel food cake. And so she goes to Vaughn's because that's the place where they have it already prepared. And I don't really like angel food cake. I mean, there's nothing against it. If you like angel food cake, use that. But it's not my favorite. And so I decided I would use chocolate cake because that's what I had access to. Okay, so next we have more strawberries. Now here, I could put some bananas, but I'm not going to, I decided. I'm gonna keep it just strawberries and chocolate and vanilla pudding. And see, the juice from the orange that I squeezed is now getting in the cake. And I have to hurry because it's almost 10 minutes. So now I'm gonna take my whipped cream, go over the top. And you can use as little or as much as you want. If you like whipped cream a whole lot, go for it. If you only like a little, use a little. It's up to you. So now I'm going to take a few more strawberries on top, just for color. And there you have it. Beautiful, fresh English trifle. Be sure to take a picture of your creation and post it on the website so we can see it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.